Apparently I could have done more for House Forrester. There's some empty space there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Looks like you sucked for House Forrester.
Look, it's almost as if you weren't paying attention to the game.
You're right.
And doing a show.
Spoiler warning. If you have not seen Season 5 of Game of Thrones, read the books, or the Telltale games, this is your one and only warning.
Thanks for watching Game of Spoils. This is Afterburn here with Solstin and me, EvilZane.
Why do you get to do the intro?
Because I'm better than you.
I'll kill you!
And we're talking about episode 10 of season 6 of Game of Thrones again.
The Winds of Winter. Well, this is part 2. We were talking about it, and now we're still talking about it. We just have so much to talk about, we had to break it up.
Absolutely.
What's our next point, Afterburn?
As I point, well, we were talking about Tyrion
being the hand of the queen.
Yes, and something that happened also was Daenerys dumped her fuck buddy.
Man, I felt bad for that guy.
I think it's because tactically he is more useful being in Marine, because she needs to keep a military presence there, otherwise everything she's done there will be pointless.
Yes.
And then what was the point of staying there, not just going to Westeros right away?
No, she needed someone reliable to watch over the place and keep it as is and safe.
And
also,
she will have to marry somebody for an alliance like that. That's just how it works in that world.
She's more useful single than she is married to some mercenary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but you guys were talking about the possibility of Jon Snow marrying Daenerys.
There is a possibility.
Well, see, like as there's the Jorah Mormont and you say his name,
Daario Naharis.
That's the guy. Okay, and. Think of these two characters, like Jorah's safe, and well, I mean, he betrayed her a bit, but he's old and he's not exciting. You know, he's kind of
he's got grayscale.
There is no coming back from.
But then
grayscale,
we got this wild man who's leader of the Second Sons. He's a passionate guy. That's the kind of guy that Dany will be attracted to. Because she's a dragon, she likes the fire, she likes the dangerous guy.
I don't know. I think Jon Snow's got what it takes.
You think Jon Snow should step it up? And
I think anyone who can face an army of the dead and live has a chance with Daenerys.
You just got to start knowing something instead of nothing, and then maybe she'll get with him.
Yeah, maybe if he had known Ramsay better, he wouldn't have fallen into his trap like that. Or maybe the only reason they won that battle was because of Sansa and her knowing exactly what Ramsay is capable of.
Maybe, because the way that Jaime Lannister fucked over the Mad King, he'll fuck the Mad King's daughter or granddaughter or whatever she is.
Nah, he only likes his own blood.
Yeah, he's only into...
but I mean, they're both blonde.
He's only into people
Cersei and Daenerys are both blonde. I don't think he'll know the difference. He's only into people who have shared
the womb with him.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of that scene where Arya with a hot girl's mask on was it's like she was there to like scope out Walder Frey because she was going to kill him.
But she didn't see that coming. I should have seen that coming.
We should have seen that coming.
I figured it out like a minute or two before it actually happened. When she was serving him more food, I'm like, oh my god, is that Arya? I knew.
Where did she get that mask? Did she make it herself?
I did like the Sweeney Todd aspect to it. It was like the meat pies made of people.
Yeah.
That was good.
She kind of Cartmaned him.
Yeah. You're eating your own pants, guy.
Scott Tenorman.
Oh, Scott Tenorman, yeah.
But
yeah, your tears taste so good.
But it was funny in that scene though. Bronn was like, "Oh, you don't even have to try. You just have to sit there and be Jaime Lannister, and all the girls give you the fuck eyes."
That was Arya giving him the fuck.
But it wasn't.
Oh,
no, she was thinking about killing him.
Yeah,
she was like, "Oh, bonus."
But I'm pretty sure after she heard the conversation, maybe it was a change of heart, or maybe it was Walder Frey is first, Jaime Lannister's later.
She had her priorities,
or she didn't want to get greedy, right?
Yeah.
She knew that Walder
Which
Frey...
is smart. That's a better Arya. Like, the older Arya would have tried to kill both of them and failed.
Well, she knew that Walder Frey wasn't going anywhere. Yeah. Jaime Lannister left, like, pretty shortly after that whole feast.
Yeah. I mean, he was already in King's Landing before the end of the episode.
In order for her to do what she does, she has to be able to plan things around a routine. Like...
Hey, Ambusher, call up the plan.
Ambush still on.
Good. Don't know what it means. Too many
men. Not calling off the plan. Fuck it.
It's all part of the plan.
Yes.
Fuck it. We're doing blood magic.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got him back, so it can't be all bad.
Rickon Stark.
Unless they're all going to kill us all right now.
You picked the wrong guy.
Had a good run.
The other guy,
now Red Wedding 2.0.
And I liked when the men, the remaining Stark men, said that Jon Snow avenged the Red Wedding.
That's bull. I mean,
not technically, but it was like a sentiment, right? It was
he reclaimed the North.
He killed Ramsay, right?
He killed Ramsay. He reclaimed the North, but the true person who avenged the Red Wedding was definitely Arya.
Mm-hmm. No one will ever know because she's working from the shadows. But
well, they might know because she's not part of that organization. She still remembers her name, and she's probably going now that she's back in the North. I can see her
secret assassin.
No, she's not a secret assassin. She's just an assassin. But I can see her now that she's back in the North. I can see her rejoining Jon and Sansa at some point.
Yeah. It's just going to be interesting.
That's where she said she's going home, right?
It's going to be interesting for her to figure out
what's changed. Word's going to spread that they're back in power, right? That stuff spreads, so she'll get wind of it.
That's true.
She's probably already on her way there. I mean, the twins is on its way to Winterfell.
I like how Game of Thrones seems to be like the character development of the Stark children that are alive.
Yeah.
Like Robb didn't stand a chance. What the hell is his name? The one that just died.
Oh my god,
Rickon.
Oh
Rickon
my god, Rickon.
Serpentine, motherfucker.
He didn't really have a big role anyways. He was just...
No, he's only had like 2 or 3 lines through the entire series.
Yeah,
no one expected
when
much.
He was a kid, I was like, well, who's this guy next to Bran? Like, I know who Bran is because he fell out a window, but who's this kid? He never has any lines. And then he fucks off, and then he comes back. Who's this Joker?
He's pretty young.
So that's Rickon Stark.
It was probably
is it?
The casting was probably for more him look like a Stark rather than him being an actor.
Probably
like 7 or 8.
Yeah, but in the books does Rickon have?
No,
he doesn't have a lot of lines. So he's made to be just a filler character.
Yeah.
The
show really
he called his dog or his wolf Shaggy Dog, right? I mean, he wasn't developed yet. He was really young.
Speaking of wolves, where was Ghost for all that?
I'm pretty sure we actually touched on that the last episode. The last episode is in the episode 9 recap.
Game of Spoils.
Everyone
loves Game of Spoils. That is a guest on Game of Spoils.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Stab him!
Oh, God.
Stab him dead! Rah!
Pretty sure he kept Ghost out of the battle because he was going to die. If he
makes sense.
Ambush!
Oh man, Red Wedding!
It's not a wedding, it's a party.
Direwolves haven't really had much chance in anything, really.
Yeah.
Well, and
there's also Arya's direwolf.
I mean, I can't speak
for return yet.
Mira or Nymeria.
Yes.
Yeah, Nymeria. She's got her own super pack.
Named after a dragon.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, or at least in the books, Nymeria runs a super pack of like hundreds of wolves.
Right? Yeah, that came up with the Lady Stoneheart stuff.
Yeah, awesome.
Which I mean, it's a direwolf. It is the alpha wolf, right?
Yeah.
So that just makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Call of Duty. Tomahawk.
Oh shit!
Oh,
hey Griff,
kill that blind guy. I mean,
he's got an eye patch. Easy.
He's a one-eyed monster.
You can't kill him. He's Solid Snake. Or Liquid.
No.
Solidus.
Naked Snake was the one missing an eye.
Keith Sutherland.
Right, just Naked Snake.
Big boss.
Metal Gear.
Hey, did you guys hear that Keith Sutherland is like a country artist now?
First of all, his name is Kiefer.
Kiefer, sorry. I've seen every episode of 24. Kiefer.
Oh God, no!
Yeah, he's touring.
Does he have King's blood? If not, this is a wasteful sacrifice to the Red God.
You missed.
I guess.
And now you're dead.
Seriously? I thought I got.
VALAR MORGHULIS.
All men must die. Something that I really liked about episode 10, other than it being really satisfying with all the things that happened in it, was the music in the episode. A lot of great music they had for that.
The beginning of the episode had a bit of a strange feel to it. It didn't feel like an episode of Game of Thrones. It felt like a music video for like Muse or something.
Since the beginning, like the middle and the end, it felt like an opera, like kind of a play.
Yeah.
And once the church exploded, I kind of understood why they did it like that. It was just everything just went together so perfectly, like a perfectly orchestrated play or opera. And Cersei was the one behind all the strings. So the music that you hear, I knew something was different about this episode.
Perfectly orchestrated plan with perfectly orchestrated music.
I'm being betrayed. No, sorry. Yeah, talk about the music. Don't.
No, I'm interested. But yeah, that was so nuts.
Yeah, actually, I was scrolling through YouTube today, and they had like a 9-minute long like all the music in episode 10, and if I wasn't doing stuff, I would have listened to it because I'd love to hear that music again. Like I'm pretty sure they had like an organ of the Song of Ice and Fire for the church stuff, but just like played on an organ, and it worked so good. And like with the ships leaving Marine, like the music there was great.
Yeah, everything just flowed really nicely. It was only the beginning that I felt was off, but like you said, then it does kind of lend it to the music was too perfect for an episode of a show because it was for a perfectly orchestrated plan.
There was a purpose to it.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Loved it.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I noticed that was missing, Brienne of Tarth didn't make it back for that battle.
Yeah, right. She wasn't there.
So I wonder what...
She's still floating down the river with Podrick.
What do you think?
If Jaime Lannister can have dinner with the Walder Frey and then get back to the King's Landing...
Yeah, but they're not all having the same amount of time in their storylines per episode.
But how long would it take to float down a river to get back to Jon Snow? I would have thought she'd have at least been there for the Battle of the Bastards.
Funny?
Or for him getting named King of the North.
Yeah, it would be really funny if Brienne is still running around trying to find allies for the Battle of the Bastards.
Please, we need your help.
She just never got the memo.
Yeah, she feel bad for not getting it. She went all that way and she didn't get nothing, so she's like, well,
I gotta come back with somebody.
Didn't the Tully soldiers left the keep, where'd they go?
They were captured.
Well, they were sent out of the keep, though. They were disarmed, and then they were told to fuck off, basically.
They're not really much of an army if they've been disarmed.
I mean, you can always...
Yeah, they had to lay down their arms. That was like the deal, right? Like, Edmure got his castle back, and he didn't have to die, but he had to surrender it immediately.
Yeah.
Nice.
We talked about Dany dumping her fuck buddy, but we didn't talk about Sansa, like, kind of cock blocking Peter there under the...
Peter with his freshly dyed hair?
Hey, now,
you know that.
Yeah. It ain't cock blocking if she ain't interested.
It's friend zoning.
Friends up. Well, then she's a tease because she kissed him earlier.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He is creepy.
He's like her mom's age, and she's going after her solely because she looks like her mom.
Exactly. He only wants her because he couldn't have her mother.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I like what he said though. Like that was like the only honest thing you could use.
I want to be on the Iron Throne.
He makes decisions. Yeah. He makes decisions whether it's like it'll lead him to the Iron Throne.
It's going to be interesting though
to see
blocked. If that actually makes Sansa jealous of Jon and makes her question him, and maybe turns her over.
I think she's got a good head on her shoulders.
From the look that
she's learned a lot from
when
all the shit that's happened to her. She ain't
so
stupid.
Far, yeah,
that's true. But from the look that she on her face when they were proclaiming Jon the King of the North, she didn't look like fuck this. She was like, yes, this.
She's proud.
Yeah, she was proud. Absolutely.
This is probably, as far as she knows, this is her last surviving brother, and it's a huge honor for him.
This is true.
Like she's still the Lady of Winterfell, but he is the leader of the North. Right now.
And he's the most appropriate one. I mean, like she is the trueborn Stark, but like for leading the Starks, like it's Jon for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Something I wrote down was we got to see the Citadel for the first time.
From the outside, yeah.
No, we saw it from the inside.
No, they've been there before.
Yeah, we've seen...
What do you mean they've been there before?
We've seen shots from the inside of that building before. We've just never seen an exterior shot.
When? Okay, tell me when.
Every funeral ever.
The Citadel in Old Town, where Sam was.
The Citadel. I thought you were talking about the Sept.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the Citadel. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a weird, nerdy guy who really reminded me of people that I've worked with at anime conventions before, at the front desk there. Like, he was the kind of guy who's like, I don't have you scheduled to take this DVD out to the video room for another 5 minutes. Can you come back in 5 minutes? Fuck you. No, we're doing this now.
Oh, he saved my life. Thank you, Uncle Duncan.
But yeah, I just don't understand.
Thank you.
I don't know. But I like that scene when Sam walks into the library. But where does Gilly and baby Sam go? They're just waiting in the lobby now for however long Sam's in there?
I'm sure they're just waiting there while he has his meeting with the head Meister. The High Meister, whatever the fuck they want to call him. Maester.
He's Mr.
Archmaester.
High Meister.
Archmaester. Meister.
We have a very subtle, quiet guest appearance here by Quentin. He's
He's a walk-on.
Yeah.
I'm not even here.
He walked on set.
I'm barely a shadow.
Security.
Sam fucking shat his pants when he saw all those books.
He really did.
Oh, Gilly. Gilly's sitting there. Thank God she went and visited the Tarleys. She looks pretty good now.
Oh,
yeah.
Gilly.
I mean,
Gilly.
She hasn't looked this good since Misfits. Wait, no, it wasn't Misfits.
Skins.
That's the
I've never
one.
seen Skins, but my sister tells me she's in that.
Yeah, she is.
But you know who was in Misfits? Ramsey.
Oh, yeah!
You didn't know? You didn't put that together?
Yeah,
I didn't watch much
a pretty nice
Misfits.
guy. Just like Joffrey. He's a
Yeah.
nice guy in real life.
Yeah.
You know Joffrey was in Batman Begins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some very attractive red-headed wildlings, might I add.
Yeah.
Talking about Ygritte.
Of course. Who else am I talking about?
Yeah, we're not talking about Tormund.
I was talking about Tormund.
You sit on a couch beside another man and suddenly you want Tormund's D.
We called it.
Oh, man.
If you can't see this, but his face is really red right now.
As red as Tormund's
red
hair.
for Tormund.
You leave him alone. He's going to have Brienne. Whenever she gets back
I
from
could never.
finding
I
another
can't
army.
never compete with a large woman like that.
No.
She's pretty massive.
She's fucking awesome in Star Wars, where you never get to see her or hear her.
She was on screen
Wow.
for less than 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
She's supposed to get a bigger role in the next movie, but I was very disappointed that they didn't show a lot of her in this movie.
Yeah.
But that's Star Wars. This is Game of Thrones.
She's not in the suit, isn't she? Just voice acting.
I would imagine so. Unless her body is completely different than how it's portrayed in Game of Thrones. When Bran got that tree,
Yeah.
did anybody else think that that tree had a face?
All of the
They all have
faces,
faces.
all the faces on the weirwood trees look like the
But
three-eyed
at the end of
raven.
the episode, but the end of the episode, when Bran is kind of, he's up against that tree with the bloody tears. Is that the same tree, or is that something?
No,
else?
it's a different weirwood tree. They all look about the same.
Does anyone else think that maybe he's gonna become a tree with a face?
Why would?
And that's
No.
how he'll have control over
The three-eyed raven stayed there and grew into the tree, and that's why he was part tree. But he said Bran wasn't going to do that, so he already knows.
Oh, but I have a more.
Yeah,
But
but it's
no,
pretty.
but
it's,
the other
pretty
thing-
obvious that Bran's
Sorry,
not
don't
going to
hit
be
the table.
I
exactly
didn't
the
mean to say
same.
that. But the other thing is, just because he won't become a tree, that doesn't mean that those trees weren't once people.
I think they're just magical trees, because that's
Really?
how the children of the forest were able to see the world before there was a three-eyed raven. So that's
Tell me all my choices.
my God.
But derailing what you guys were talking about, a more important question is: we don't know that Bran is marked now. That was why the whole the door scene happened.
I think he'll break the spell on the wall when he passes through, and that's how the Night King and all the zombies are going to go through.
Bran's gonna fuck it all up.
Yes, he
damn it,
is.
Bran.
Fuck yeah!
But then why is winter coming if they can't get through the wall anyway? Unless they already know, because he knows, because somebody knew the future who was not Bran, but now Bran will know because he'll see it, because he'll do it in the present.
Well, if you notice,
they were gonna get through no matter what.
they don't give
Yeah.
a fuck that it's Witcher. They'll come in regardless.
Yeah, but there's magic to stop the undead from being able to pass the wall.
Yeah,
They would find a way. They'd probably find a way, but they're taking their sweet ass time.
There's a horn out there that blows that will shatter the wall. But
Is that the Horn of Dragons? But that doesn't exist in the book. Or it exists in the book, not in the show. Same with the Horn of Dragons. That
I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the horn, but
Just to see what happens in the next season.
Mance Radar was looking for it. That's how he was gonna get across the
I
wall.
see.
Would you like to do the honor and finish the episode?
Yeah.
This crazy episode.
Thanks for watching Game of Spoils with Solstin and EvilZane.
This has been Season 6. Now, if you like this series, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next season, or possibly when another big show starts, possibly The Walking Dead.
If you want
Who
to
knows?
check out Solstin and EvilZane's channel, it'll be in the description below.
And possibly on screen. I don't know. I don't edit
We don't
these
know
things.
how competent Afterburn is with his videos. We're in them, but we don't watch them.
I watch.
I don't like you guys make it work for me.
Oh, well. Okay, fine. Just check the description below. It'll be easier that way. We'll see you guys next time.
You don't know how this fucking goes.
It's still soft. Yeah, it'll do that.
Yeah, just
I
do it
didn't
till
take
it
my
falls.
magic Viagra.
I need milk of the pee-pee.